Today we're going to talk about dictionaries because one of my favorite questions I ask my students is how do you translate words? And they tell me, oh, we use Google and Google translates us words in Russian. And then they have problems translating words from Russian to English. So it's not a good way to learn English. And I tell them the most effective way is to translate words from English to English. That is reading their definitions in English so that you are able to explain them in English later. So that is why the main question is, what English dictionaries should you use? So the first dictionary that comes to our mind is Oxford English Dictionary, British accent. It's okay, and I tell my students, all right, are there any more? And then there is no answer because we're not used, to use dictionaries. So here I want to talk about four main dictionaries, and we will start with Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Okay, let's see Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Good. Let's go back one slide before. Okay, so here it is. I made this presentation on introversion, and the main topic was how do introverts learn language and why do they find it difficult. So therefore, I looked up the definition of an introvert in these, in all these four dictionaries. So Merriam-Webster gave me simple definition, which I'm not satisfied with. I find it quite negative. So, and it's like a diagnosis of this person. So it's not good to do that. Therefore, I tried to look up more, and I found the definition of the of introversion, which is which is better formulated, and well, as I said, it explains this trend better than the previous one. Scrolling down, I saw the definition for kids, which is quite interesting that they provide definitions for kids, and which comprises the first two definitions. So I wouldn't agree that it is for kids, it's more for teenagers because, well, I believe that the language is quite formal here. So as I said, the main idea here is that you shouldn't be satisfied with the definition if you don't understand it or you find it, not appropriate. So you can look up for different ways, to formulate it and use different dictionaries. Let's look up. You will see years in the title, and there are 2 years, 1828 and 1884. So the year in red, 1884, is the first publication of Oxford English Dictionary, and the 1828 is the first publication of Merriam-Webster Dictionary. So you see that Merriam-Webster was, introduced earlier, and that is why there's a question, why aren't we, familiar with it? So let's look up the same definition in other three dictionaries. Let's go to the next slide. And we have three more dictionaries there. Okay, so Urban Dictionary. In my practice, I have faced the problem where I couldn't find an expression in the traditional dictionaries. And, I spent much time looking them up, and I found Urban Dictionary where you can find these newly introduced terms or slang expressions. So finding the same definition here made me, happy because I saw great expressions such as to be energized by doing something and recharging. So I love this definition, and I think that it is, well, it's much better formulated and much better explained than the previous ones. What is special about Urban Dictionary that it is not conventional? I mean, people readers write their own definitions and the platform chooses the best definition. So that is why it is clearer and perhaps more reflecting the reality. So this was Urban Dictionary. Well, we come to Cambridge Dictionary, which is really close to Oxford Dictionary. And if you look up this definition, I was quite, I didn't expect such definition. It's too short. It's too, it doesn't explain it well. And as I said, it's like diagnosis, like unable to make friends easily. So as I said, I have some doubts and questions here. So that is why it was the main reason why I started looking up other dictionaries. So, and the last one is Free Dictionary. I left it, to the end because it's my favorite dictionary, and it is the only dictionary that mentioned the person creating this concept. So they say that you can Google up his name and you can read all about his works, look at the book where he introduced this concept. So as I said, the language is great. It's very engaging. You can read a lot, and it's more about reading rather than just seeing the definition. So that is why I will explain my other reasons to love free dictionary in the next slide. We can go there where we will take a brief overview of all the dictionaries. So as I said, we have 4 dictionaries. The first one is Merriam-Webster dictionary. If you're interested in the American accent, it is the place to go. It's one of the favorites of my students. They love it because it's user-friendly and well, I would agree with it, though it's not my favorite. So the second is Cambridge Dictionary or Oxford English Dictionary, OED. So you can, it's traditional. So traditional, conventional. Well, as I said, you can start with them, but then explore more. Urban Dictionary is great for informal and newly introduced expressions. So you'll find the words that can be found in other ones. And the last one is Free Dictionary. I love Free Dictionary because it's not only dictionary, but it's also a platform. So it's the place where you can explore, you can ask questions, you can play games. So it's a great, interactive platform, not only to find words, but also to learn language. We can look at the front page and you will understand why it is my favorite. So there is also an application, you can download it and you can just, well, enjoy, having it. So if you look at the front page, there are so many interesting sections such as games. My students told me that they have played these games. There are grammar quizzes. I love the sections about the word of the day, history of the day, daily grammar lesson, article of the day. So as I said, you can find a lot of things, and moreover, you can customize the front page, to your interest. So that's it for today, and I hope that you find this information useful. As I said, start with something. If you start translating words into English, it's already the first step to progress. And then if you find, one dictionary you love, you follow it, well, you will see the change immediately. I hope you enjoyed the session, enjoy your day, and see you later.